beautiful people, today we will be talking about how to get clients on your social media. If you have not done social media in the past, that's fine, that's the perfect video for you to get started. And if you already have a social media account but you don't have any client, today we will be finding out what is holding you back. So I owe everything that I have today to social media because I have literally spent $0 on paid advertisement, which means that everything that I have today is through organic content. So today in this video I'll be sharing with you what matters and why some people get clients and why some people do not get clients, because I get these questions a lot and I decided, okay, let's just record a video about that so you can also find out what is it that you can do today to start getting clients through social media, because it is easy. First of all, what happens and what matters the most is, of course, your mindset. Mindset is the key. And the switch here is that we need to start treating our social media as a business, which means that from consuming content, we start creating content. And what matters here the most is that in place of really focusing on, okay, what is other person doing, don't get me wrong, it's good to have an eye on the competitors and just check what happens to the best people in the niche. We will get back to that later, but just if you are currently in a stage where you are mostly scrolling on social media, just do this one thing and start consuming less before you create. So we first create, then we consume. Cool? Sounds like a deal? That's the first part. The second part, I really want your attention that getting clients on social media is easy. As someone who is obsessed with mindset, who is obsessed with understanding what is holding us back from life that we want to live, regarding the limiting beliefs, I truly believe that it is all mental. You can call it like you want, but I can tell you that if you currently do not believe that it is possible to get clients on social media, you will not get clients on social media. So find examples in your neighborhood and your surrounding from people who already have done what you want to do. This will make it easier for you to at least believe that it is possible. And I'm a living example of that. Again, I'm someone who have started my journey on Fiverr. 10 years ago, I was freelancing, I was doing door-to-door sales, I was working at grocery stores, I was working at McDonald's, I was working in bakery, I worked at River Island, H&M, I don't know, I worked, I think, everywhere. I even was a Dyson stylist. One day I decided, okay, I want to know how this hair dryer works. I really did a lot. But what really got me out is social media. So this is why I'm sharing with you today everything that I know about that. So you can do exactly the same. So what brought me to who I am today is TikTok. I started my journey on TikTok specifically. And first I was freelancing on Fiverr. Of course, I got some confidence that, okay, I can do this service. By the way, if you don't know me yet, I have started as a freelancer branding expert. So for about 10 years ago, I really built my way up from the freelance platform like Fiverr. I was accepted at Fiverr Pro for brand identity systems, but never for logo design, funny enough. And now my videos go viral about logo design. I don't know how that happened, it happened. So this is what I kind of started with and what I decided that I want to sell just on social media, but I needed more traffic. And one day I was sitting and thinking well, fine, how come I'm not getting any clients? My service is that good. What happens? Why are other people having waiting lists of clients and I am struggling to get even one? And what drives me back then to realization that till the day of today is holding my attention, I started realizing, what did I actually do to attract clients? Okay, think about that. Today you are living somewhere, you're sitting somewhere in the moment of now, and what have you tried today? What actions did you take to at least try to attract one single client? This is what was for me mind-blowing, because I was thinking that they just come magnetically to me. I was believing in manifestation, all that stuff. Of course, I'm still believing in that. Don't get me wrong. I am still very into that. But I have to say that to get clients, you still have to do something to put yourself out there and make yourself easy to find. This is the magic key. until people know that I'm on right now. I'm currently running a successful branding agency. We have a team, we have projects. I already made 5-figure sales from social media. And this is why I know that this really works. Make yourself easy to find. And how do you make yourself easy to find? You start posting more. So we start repeatedly creating content that is resonating with our desired target audience. How do we do that? So we go to the leaders in the niche. We're going back to our competitors and we start looking what videos did they create that went viral. And we start adapting what already works to your niche. It can be, by the way, different niche, it can be something else, but it is good if your content is resonating with one of the 3 main topics that people have typically is relationships, love, and money. People always will want that, no matter what happens in the world. People always want better health, better relationship, or more money. Like, this is just our psychology. So use psychology in your videos to trigger people, because attention is the key. Your actually biggest goal should be, how should I get attention of the people who are relevant to me? And what happened in my case, I just started creating content. And the first ever video that blew up in my case, that brought me a client, I will have to say that it was a video where I responded to a hate comment. So what happened is that I was posting on TikTok, I was posting videos about, okay, how should you get better at design, some suggestions, what films should you watch about design to get a better aesthetic understanding. Nothing of that worked. I was like, okay, fine, I should somehow get attention. And one day I was sitting and I saw that a hater was commenting under my video, and because I am originally from Belgium, I was living there for the last 15 years, then moved to Dubai. So they comment on my video a word that's not a good word to say out loud, but it sounds like couture. And my brain was thinking like, oh wow, couture, that sounds fancy, I should make a logo of it. But then luxury. This is how I got into luxury branding. If I ever tell this story to anyone, everyone is shocked, but this is how it is. What can I say? What can I do? So I made this logo in Louis Vuitton style, and I put it on a pretty mock-up. This was the first video ever that got 300k views. This is where I got today. Now we make logos still in a similar way. We go from regular to luxury. So find something that you feel triggered by, that drives your attention, and respond to it in a way that also is fun to you. Because content should be fun, content should be easy, content should be catchy, it should be really authentic to who you are, and it should also be inspiring yet I would say engaging to yourself to create it. So what for us worked afterwards, of course, because I wanted more of this repeating success, and the audience I was attracting was in Belgium, by the way. I was like, no, I need audience from United States. I was really fascinated by that. I opened a new TikTok account because my other one got banned. I went through that at 90k followers. The account got banned because unfortunately we posted a book and it was not allowed, so okay, fine. And then what happened is that I started, first of all, the account with US SIM card. If you have a TikTok account, it matters a lot what is the SIM card that you're having in your phone. So the audience that you will have will really be tailored to the language of the SIM card. So make sure that if you want to appear in US, you have a US SIM card and you have in your phone a VPN or something that makes your content appear in another country as well. This made for me huge progress. When I was in Belgium, I still had a Belgian card, but I used VPN to configure my phone that it was like it is in US. And I used trends that were popping in US. I used sounds that were blowing up in US to make sure that my content is being recognized as someone who is interested in the United States. What mattered also a lot to me on TikTok, what I think helped, in the beginning, when I was starting out the account, I watched videos of my potential dream clients because TikTok is like building connections, building friendships. I was thinking, well, fine, okay, if TikTok is thinking that I am friend with this person, I'm interested in his content, it means that we will have a mutual interest and potentially I will also get on their feed. Makes sense? And this is how I kind of configured my feed to focus on people who are famous in terms of like celebrities or people who already have a business. I was looking into trading. I was looking into content that is about money, because my content about branding is making people's businesses like flourish, because we go from regular to luxury. So I wanted that my content would be shown to people who already have a business, or at least want one, so this is how I have configured my feed first. This is the part where you consume content, and it's okay. But you also look at the trends and you look who is the best in the niche to make sure that what you will be creating afterwards will be making sure that it is relevant and it is having high chances to blow up, because we all want traffic. This is the key. Once we have the mindset that we are ready to blow up, once we have the mindset that every single day I receive clients from social media, once we are ready to do that, this is when the magic will be happening, and this is when you will start getting ideas that, okay, right now I can create this piece of content and it will blow up and it will give me clients. Trust your intuition here as well, because I cannot say, okay, create a video that I'm creating and it will blow up, because it might not be the case right away, since we all are unique, and how I will blow up is differently from how you will blow up. I believe that we all are unique and we have to be aligned with our strength. What happens afterwards, like, okay, fine, we have attracted attention. We are done here. Okay, we have attracted attention. Someone has approached us in DM. This is a quick win. Okay, let's celebrate. Taking a moment of appreciation. Yes. And once we reply to the person, I highly recommend replying as soon as possible, because when someone approaches you, you can see that currently our social media attention span is like ultra small. It's ultra fast, like how things are coming in. So much information, we cannot even focus properly. And what happens is that when someone approaches you on social media, trust me, 2 hours later, they don't remember anymore your nickname. And this is what happens. So I decided that, okay, fine, whenever I'm getting a request, I am replying to it as soon as possible. Like as soon as I have seen this message, I am replying to it. I am committed to it, because people change their mind. They are not committed to anything by just sending you a direct message, especially from a content piece that they have seen from it. So reply as soon as possible, because this also shows that you are a trustworthy person, you are committed to what you do, and you care. Now, this is where the magic trick comes in. On the conversation, you ask questions to first verify, is this person the right person to take a decision to actually purchase something from you? So we ask questions. Why did you decide to do it today? What have you tried before? To actually show that you care. Like, switch your mindset from selling to caring and helping. This will already also be a world of difference how you will talk to people, because we are here to get to know each other, right? I want to know if I'm the right person to be your service provider, and you want to know if I am the person who can complete the job, right? So I'm someone who does not take projects unless I know that I can complete them with the timeline that the client wants and with the requirements that they have, because I don't want any risks. For me, it's very important so that the reputation is high and that everything just gets done how it's supposed to go. And of course, everyone is happy. My client that is in love with their work, and of course, I'm happy that my team has created something for them that they cannot wait to show the world and like to spread the happiness and gratitude. Okay, but now back to the social media. What happens when we are responding to people and we are helping them? We are basically showing that we care for the work, and they start also understanding that we are here not for the money, we just simply care. Although of course it's good to have to be paid for what you do, and I would not recommend to undercharge your services, but just be curious. Be curious, ask questions. How long have you been in business? What have you tried before? Have you worked on similar projects in the past? Do you have experience? This all helps you to understand who is in front of you also, and this also helps you to understand if your service is just the right fit for them. This is what it's about. And then I highly recommend also getting on a call with a client. This is already the step number, I would say 5, when you are closing someone who has a high ticket budget. Because on the DM, like direct message on TikTok or on Instagram, it is impossible to trust a person just through a couple of messages. It's not, unfortunately. On YouTube, it's a different topic, because here you have deeper conversation every platform has its own format, so we have to adapt to that as well. If you post on Twitter only, it's different from TikTok and Instagram. So if I would be starting posting there as well, I need to switch the format that I'm used to communicate on other social media platforms, and it is logical. So here, since we treat Instagram and TikTok as our real business and overall social media, we need to understand that people need to trust us more, and they still need to see that we are a real person apart from social media channels. So this is the key. Everything that I have done was mostly through a call that I took. I will record another video. How did I guide this call? Like, what do I talk about on this call? But actually, I have also a program that's called a freelance code. It's exactly how I started. It has everything, my scripts, my proposal methods, how I create offers for people. So if you're interested in that, check that out. But overall, I can say that it is super easy, and I watched a lot of videos of Chris Do. Most of what I have learned comes from there, so go also and watch his videos, because he says and explains it's very good how to sell on the call, how to close people, what is value-based pricing. It's all about that. And this is regarding your funnel. So you have someone coming through social media content, getting curious about it. One important note is that an average person needs at least 7 different touch points to get to know you, to take an action, to do something. So it means that whenever we are creating content, we do not need to expect that, okay, from a single piece of content, you are getting millions of like orders. It can happen, but there has to be a very big proof that it works. So for people to trust you more and to see that it will work for me as well, they need to see your content at least 7 times, or they can hear your name 7 times elsewhere through different channels. It means that, okay, for example, today if you have seen my video from regular to luxury Fanta, a very pretty video, you are like, okay, wow, that's cool, and you swipe. You just scroll because you have your own life. You're not interested. Why should you care? It's logical. We all have a life, so as our clients. So everyone has a life, and it was a nice video, but okay, you just go do your stuff again. And then after some time, I'm posting one more video, and since you watched it for more than 3 seconds, you start getting it on your feed as well. Sorry, not sorry. This is how algorithm will work. If you have interacted with the video for a few seconds, the Instagram or TikTok will know right away that you are the audience who the content would be resonating with. And of course, they want to keep you on the platform. So then you think that I have seen this content somewhere. That sounds familiar. Let me look more. And then you start maybe even putting a like on my video. I feel like, okay, great, nice. Now we already are more connected. So then Instagram or TikTok, it starts showing you more content because it feels that you are really engaged and we are becoming friends mostly. And then if you see my videos over like 7 times, you will be like, okay, now I know you like my dear friend, and I will follow you, and I actually want to follow more of your content because it's interesting. It makes me curious, or it inspires me, or just gives a good vibe. I don't know. So what happens then is that from this point, our goal as a content creator that wants to get clients from social media, we need a call to action. How do you actually make someone also DM you with a request? You put a call to action mostly on stories. I do that on stories. I also do that on the reels sometimes. It depends where I'm doing that. But on stories, I specifically say like, okay, I have 2-3 spots left for branding this month. I have 1 consultation left this month. I have one like something that I'm offering that has a specific call to action and a limit to it. People on social media, they don't act right away. They don't act right away until they understand that there is certain limit. So scarcity triggers, they work here as well. I will be recording another video about that. But use scarcity triggers in your social media as well, so that people see that there is a certain limit and they need to take an action today. The scarcity can be price increase. The scarcity can be limited amount of spots. The scarcity can be just simply that, yeah, like right now you are working, and then in a few months or in a few weeks you are taking a vacation, you might not be working anymore, then situation changes. So it really depends what you offer, but what your product also is. In common sense, what luxury brands are doing, they are limiting the amount of available assets. It can be amount of products, it can be also some exclusive launches where only few people, chosen ones, have the access to a specific service or product. So this happens to luxury brands, and since I'm a luxury brand strategist, I have to tell you that as well. So when we are done with the scarcity, when we have posted a link, a clear link and a clear call to action on our stories, that it is right now time to get branding, to get copywriting, to get video commercials, anything that you are offering, this already will put attention to this specific call to action, and people will be understanding what you are doing. If you would ask me if it's still clear on my content, if I'm also working on website design, if our agency can do that, it's not. Situations, what happens is that people are contacting us with one single request: can you make a logo for me? But we also do strategy, we also do website design. It's not obvious for people unless we make it clear on our stories and in our highlights. Highlights on our Instagram account matter a lot. So you can put the relevant information per service with your price list or without price list, but at least make it clear for people what can they get from you, from your profile. Use in your bio, in your profile description, a keyword that makes it easy for people also to find your profile. So because it's all search engine optimization, I think you know that from Google as well. So we have to use keywords on Instagram as well, so that our profile is easy to find. Now, what happens when we already got a call to action and people have approached us, they start DMing us, we get with them on a call, with them an offer with a time limit when they can respond, and they take an action. This is what happens in the service business. But if you have a product, it's the same thing also. You have created content piece, you got the attention, someone in the funnel, repeatedly creating content so that they have seen you 7 times for sure, they have built this brand awareness, and then you drive them in the funnel of your website. I hope you have a website in your bio, because people have to get somewhere. It can be a lead magnet, by the way. You can also, in your reels, in your TikTok videos, what you are creating, create a lead magnet so that you can collect emails. A lead magnet works really well for personal brands. For business brands like products, it's mostly about certain promotions and offers that people want to sign up for, like a newsletter, that they have a heads up when something new is launching. This is how commonly product businesses are doing that. So you have content that shows your product. Attention span, again, here is very short. Make sure that your content is interactive, is engaging. First 3 seconds are mattering a lot. And I would say that I will be recording another video about that, how to create content that gets attention, because we have mastered that. We have been again and again going viral with our videos. 6 million views. I think another one, like recent one, was 2 million views with just simple redesigns from regular to luxury. So I will share exactly our tactics in the next video. To summarize this, all 3 main key takeaways that I want you to take from this video that you can really do now is: first, assign 4 hours a day for content creation. I highly recommend also watching Alex Hormoz's videos, because he explains it better than I do, and it's all about consistency. If you want to attract clients, make sure that you make time to at least try to attract clients, right? So make sure that you have time in your day where you just focus on content creation or advertisement. Both things work. You can do outreach, or you can try to create content that people find you better. So first, we create content. We start attracting clients by putting things out there that makes us easy to find. Then second thing, again, there is nothing wrong with your service or product. It's probably just not clear to people what exactly you do, and they have not seen it enough, and they could not just simply purchase it because it's hard to find. So make sure you are easy to find. And third thing is just have fun with it, just relax, embrace this exploration, the experiments with social media. Make sure that you have a website linked on your bio, so that whenever people are coming to your page, they know where to purchase your product or service. It should be very clear, so that there is a funnel in place where people go from content to your product or service, and just keep warming them up. It's a lifetime game, I would say. It's a long-term investment. Building a personal brand is a long-term investment. So is content. It's a long-term investment. So don't get discouraged if things that don't work out right away. Really, it took me a while of trials and errors before I created my first viral video that got us a client. But it's all really about having fun with it and making sure that you care about what you create. So explore, experiment, trust the process, and be consistent. This is what I have for you today. And lastly, just believe in yourself. I know that you are capable of doing that. If I could do that, you can do that as well. And I am wishing you every day thousands of clients, thousands of requests on your social media account. And I'm hoping to see you in the next video. Like, share, subscribe if you like this video, and we talk soon.